Maglulukuhan ba tayo dito?
No, Mr. Chair. Kasi sa akin, Mr. Chair.
Project mo yon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon, kinuha nyo yung subject, yung supposedly suspect, without a warrant. Di ba tama? Without a warrant? The invitation?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So now, para hindi kayo makasuhan, nag-waive siya. Pumirma ng waiver, tama?
Hindi ko alam, Mr. Chair, kung nag-waiver siya because my investigator, sila yun, Mr. Chair eh. Usually, Mr. Chair, pag head ka ng office,
Mr. Wilkins, ikaw yung head of office, napakalaking project, tapos hindi mo alam, tapos hinayaan mo yung mga tao mo na papirmahin yung subject or yung suspect for a waiver?
Mr. Chair, as head of office, ang in-charge dyan is investigator. I delegate the job sa investigator. Anyway, Mr. Chair, may lawyer sila, Mr. Chair eh.
But in that case, Mr. Wilkins, are you not liable if ever there will be a violation of the rights of because you're just at the head and there is an investigator? Ito, theoretical lang.
Mr.
Are
Chair,
you not liable? Theoretical hindi ko sinasabi na he has all the basis of his overclaim.
usually, Mr. Chair, sa...
Hindi nga. At tinatanong ko, theoretical. Hypothetical. Theoretical. Are you liable or not?
No, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Dahil hindi naman...
But you are the head of the office.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
If illegal activity or whatever violation of law under your office, as the head of office, you are reliable. Especially in this case. Especially in this case, this is a very big project of your office. Oh, si AC nandito. Ito, si AC. This is not, si AC. This is not the subject. Are you a lawyer, sir?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the other members of the
This is the subject for in your invitation, no? Ba't tanongin na kita? In this case, ito, hypothetical lang. If the investigator of Wilkins violates the right,
Kung totoo ang sinasabi niya, you are guilty of human rights violation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You are. Correct.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Kung totoo yung sinasabi
Hindi, kung totoo,
Yes,
you
Mr.
are
Chair.
guilty
Yes,
of
Mr.
human
Chair.
rights violation. Kaya sabihin ko sa iyo, kung totoo ang sinasabi niya, hindi ka na makakatulog mamayang gabi.
Mr. Chair. 20 years yan, Mr. Chair. Kitang-kita ko sa mga video.
Hindi ko na kinakailangan pang explanation mo, Mr. Wilkins. Mr. Chair, gusto ko naman tanungin po itong, I'm so glad that Ms. Fortune is with us today. Dr. Fortune, ano po, you have done a lot of forensics, no? Sa mga biktima po ng extrajudicial killings, no? So, we'd like to find out kung ano yung findings niyo po sa kanila.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Mr. Chair, I have been in practice in the Philippines as a forensic pathologist for almost 30 years. And yes, I have seen time and again these so-called victims of extrajudicial killings. And lately, I have been busy with the victims or the deaths during the war on drugs from 2016 onwards. I have seen some autopsies. And I am now in the process of examining skeletal remains as well. I have seen other deaths involving, allegations of drug use even before 2016. I'm still seeing victims of activists, red tag, people, environmentalists, allegedly killed by the military as well. So I have seen
Dr. Fortune, how many victims have you autopsied so far as the war on drugs is concerned?
autopsied. This was 2016 to 2019. I saw about 30 cases.
30.
Exhumations, 2016 onwards, we have been exhuming because it's been 5 years and they were buried in public cemeteries and the families could not afford extending the lease. I have been doing this with AJ Kalinga Foundation through Father Flavi, and some other parties have approached me. So in total, I have seen 114 exhumed cases.
Dr. Fortune, in all of those that you have autopsied, ano po ang findings nyo? For example, like they have been killed. Nanlaban po ba sila o they were just killed without even, lumaban o talaga nanlaban?
In all of these cases, the best is you do homicide investigation, which is basic, which generally had not been done in the shootings. You would want to what we call reconstruct the shooting. What is the body saying, the victim, the dead victim, the other evidence, the scene, versus, as you say, what are the allegations of those who are living, those who did the killing. And in many situations, I am not able to do this because I just see the body already embalmed, sometimes examined, autopsied, with very little crime scene information. I don't have the clothes, I don't have the bullets, although some I have seen. In other words, I am not able to work with a team, which is how it should be. But in answer to your question, nanlaban ba sila o hindi, sometimes it is obvious that these people are restrained. So there are marks of restraint. And
What do
this-
you mean restrained, Dr. Fortune?
They are cuffed. Okay? That's one. And this
Were they tortured first before they were killed?
the word torture implies that they were made to suffer before they were killed. We don't necessarily use that in our final determination, but well, I have seen some with injuries that were apparently before they were killed, but this is a case very memorable to me, but not necessarily involving drugs. This was Mr. Randall Echanis. So, but the issue again of did they fight back, and therefore they had to be shot. That is very common statement of police. In fact, there seems to be a template of how they had to fight back. But you know, if you look at police procedures in other countries, the police are not supposed to kill. And if they do, there should be a very science-oriented, objective, independent investigation, which doesn't happen here. Again, back to your question, did they fight back or not? I have seen some cases with apparent what we call defense-type injuries. Sometimes the bullet is still embedded here, or you have through and through gunshot wounds. I'm seeing that. I saw that in some of my autopsies and in some of the skeletal remains I am examining. But really, how do you determine what happened? It's totality of evidence, and unfortunately, many times I do not have access to that, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fortune. I think that, Mr. Chair, the others would have some questions. Thank you very much.